Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's talk more about different techniques which are used to dewater sludge. As discussed earlier, it is very important to remove water from the sludge so that its final disposal can be made easy and cost effective. In this lecture, we will talk about centrifuge which can be used to dewater sludge. As the name indicates, basically it is centrifugation that we employ to settle down the solids present in the sludge and thus to dewater it. Now, centrifugation obviously operates the sludge under the force of centrifugation, and under centrifugal force, the solid particles are settled down, and the water is separated, and thus the sludge is dewatered. Now, there are actually two stages for centrifugation of sludge to dewater it. In first stage, the sludge particles settle down, obviously, as the phenomenon of centrifugation is, under the force of centrifugation rather than gravity. And in the second stage, compaction occurs. How it occurs? Because the water which is present in the sludge, especially the capillary water, that is removed due to prolonged centrifugation. So not only the solids settle down, but water present in the solids can also be removed due to prolonged centrifugation, and therefore there are two stages. So in the end, a cake type sludge results, which can be easily separated out from the bottom of the centrifuge. Now, there are different types of centrifuges that can be employed. Principle वही है जो किसी भी centrifuge machine का होता है कि उसमें हम अपना liquid substance डालते हैं that carries some solids or suspended solids, उसको हम centrifuge करते हैं और centrifugal force में के ऊपर वो जो है सेटल्स डाउन हो जाएंगे सारे सॉलिड्स. तो सेम गोज हियर, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली द स्ट्रक्चर इज डिफरेंट बट द प्रिंसिपल इज द सेम. So not only the sludge is thickened, but it is also dewatered. So centrifuges which can be used to dewater sludge can be operated as a single unit, or those can be installed in series as well to achieve high efficiency of dewatering of the sludge. Now, there are at least two types of centrifuges which are used to dewater sludge, which are vertical shaft centrifuges and horizontal shaft centrifuges. Most employed are the horizontal shaft centrifuges. There are some differences between these two centrifuges. The main differences are the type of feeding of the sludge. कि sludge को इनमें कैसे introduce किया जाता है, उसके base पे vertical में introduction of sludge is different, and in case of horizontal shaft centrifuges, the introduction of sludge is entirely different. And intensity of the centrifugal force and the manner in which the cake and liquid are moved. कितनी हद तक हम उसमें centrifugal force apply कर सकते हैं, वो दोनों में vary करेगा, और जो liquid और solid mass है present in the sludge, उनकी movement कैसे होगी, उसकी base पे भी vertical और horizontal shaft centrifuges में differences पाए जाते हैं. And as we discussed, horizontal shaft centrifuges are mostly used. This is a typical diagram of a centrifuge. You can see here that the sludge is introduced, and you can see here this is basically a centrifuge, and there is an outlet, and then the dewater sludge outlet is over here, which is further moved to other units if those are required, and then to the final disposal site. Now, there are certain advantages and disadvantages of horizontal shaft centrifuges. You can see here. For example, it can be used for sludge thickening and dewatering, as can be any centrifuge. It requires low land requirements. जैसा कि हमें पता है कि centrifugation करनी है हमने, तो obviously instead of dewatering by land disposal or other such mechanisms, इसमें चूंकि ये intensive mechanism है तो इसमें land requirement इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं है. Ease of installation is there as well, and it operation under high loading rates. अगर कोई ऐसा sludge है जिसमें suspended solids और solids बहुत ज़्यादा हैं और लोड बहुत ज़्यादा है उसका, तो उसके लिए भी ये यूज़ किया जा सकता है. Requirement of small quantities of polymers for conditioning, as well as requirement of low attention from operators. So these are the advantages. On the other hand, the disadvantages are obviously noise and vibration. Whenever centrifuge machine is operated, noise generation is there as well as vibration. Wearing of some components. It is intensive mechanism of centrifugation, so obviously wear off is there of certain components which have to be maintained. High energy consumption at the engine start. Obviously we have to provide energy to operate centrifugation. Complex and slow adjustment during the startup. requirement of careful maintenance is there as well, because we know that if a centrifuge machine is not operated carefully, it can cause several problems and disasters, and obviously high costs are there as well. This was about how we can use centrifuge and centrifugation force to dewater sludge. I will see you in next lessons.